Now for a spotlight on the most heartwarming vintage store. It's full to bursting with vintage toys and antiques from Taiwan's past. Chia-yu is passionate about the way of life and heart each item represents.
Collecting toys began for Li as a hobby but soon became his calling. He only sells objects to customers who show a real connection with the item. Visitors to Pingtung's Linluo Township don't miss a detour to this hidden gem.
Parent and child play together on a pinball machine. The prize, a candy. In this vintage toy store in Linluo Township, nostalgic items, toys and candies are everywhere. It's like a trip in a time machine.
When I saw it, it felt like I had gone back in time. Lots of it seems like stuff from an earlier era. It's so exciting to see.
Many customers gasp when they come in and see these toys. Memories come flooding back.
People are curious why it says 63. You have to add 7 and then you get the birth year of the Datong baby. It was made in the year 70 of the Mingguo calendar, that is 1981.
Chia-yu is delighted to share all his stories about his precious collection. But the first items he began to collect were Vespa scooters, both for adults and children. Meanwhile, in the store, this vintage village sign reading Shaolin became an object of pilgrimage for a professor.
He was from Shaolin. He said to me, "The village of Shaolin has vanished. How do you still have the sign here?" When he came here, it was like he had seen their old village. It was very sweet and touching. That's how heartwarming it is to collect vintage things. It's so touching.
Each antique is imbued with a certain way of life from the era that birthed it. And how did Li get into collecting all this stuff? It's hard to believe, but it was when he was working in the police. Trawling flea markets was his outlet for stress.
For example, I couldn't afford to buy toys as a child, but now I can do it. Now I've got the finances, I can bring all these toys back. When I look at old things, it feels therapeutic. Playing with old things gives you a warm feeling. It's not about making a transaction.
Li is a true lover of antiques. He only sells nostalgic items to customers who have a real connection with the object. The rarest items will never be sold. He says each object has a heart, and that's what connects him with each customer.